Welcome back, friends. This is part 2 of your ratio analysis. Here we discuss the second type of your ratio analysis, nothing but activity ratio. So with the help of this activity ratio, we are able to know how timely the company is able to sell out their goods and how timely they are able to collect the debtors and timely payment to the creditors. That will know from this activity ratio. That is nothing but there are three types of activity ratio: inventory turnover ratio, debtor turnover ratio, and creditor turnover ratio. I'll see first inventory turnover. So inventory turnover ratio, it is also called stock turnover ratio. It indicates the number of items the average stock is being sold during a given accounting period. Means in an year, how much of stock means nothing but the goods that they have produced, how quickly that they are able to sell those goods, and how much of stock is been within how much in how many days they are able to sell that particular goods what they have produced is going to be measured with the help of inventory turnover ratio. So inventory turnover ratio formula is cost of goods sold by average inventory. Again, cost of goods sold, we have formula like sales minus gross profit. Next, average inventory stock or average inventory. We can say that average stock or inventory. So average inventory formula is opening stock plus closing stock by 2. Inventory holding period formula is 365 days by inventory turnover ratio. Now we'll see one problem related to inventory ratio. So that is, a firm sold goods worth of rupees 5 lakhs and its gross profit is 20% of sales value. The inventory at the beginning of the year was rupees 16,000 and at the end is rupees 14,000. Compute inventory ratio and also the inventory holding period. So with the help of given information, they're asking us to calculate inventory ratio and inventory holding period. So inventory ratio formula is cost of goods sold by average inventory or stock. So cost of goods sold information that they have given, no, in the question they have given sold goods is rupees 5 lakhs. Of that, gross profit was of 20% and opening stock and closing stock that they have given. So cost of goods sold is nothing but we have a formula like sales minus gross profit. So sales information they have given in a question worth of rupees 5 lakhs and gross profit information they have given that 20% of sales is gross profit. They have given that 20% of sales is nothing but gross profit. Okay, 20% on 5 lakhs is 1 lakh. So 1 lakh is our gross profit. So 5 lakhs, the sales cost of goods sold is sales minus gross profit. 5 lakhs minus 1 lakh is equal to 4 lakhs. So then average inventory is equal to opening stock plus closing stock by 2. That is 16,000 plus 14,000 which they have given in the question. By 2 it becomes 15,000. So your average inventory is 15,000. Next, average turnover ratio formula is cost of goods sold by average inventory. So we have cost of goods sold is 4 lakhs. So 4 lakhs by 15,000. We get our inventory turnover ratio is 26.66. Next is inventory holding period. This is also they have asked us to calculate in a question they have asked us. They have asked in a question inventory holding period. So inventory holding period is equal to 365 days by inventory turnover ratio. So 365 days by inventory turnover ratio we got it here 26.66. Okay, we got 13.69 days or we can call as 14 days. So how much days that we are able to hold the inventories is nothing but stock we are holding is approximately 14 days. Okay, this is all about our inventory turn. Next we'll discuss about debtor turnover ratio. So debtor turnover ratio, debtors means they are the persons to whom we have made a credit sales. Okay, credit sales we have made to those persons, nothing but we have sold the goods but they have not paid us any cash. Those are called as debtors. Okay, debtors turnover ratio means it shows how quickly the firm is in a position to collect its debts. Debts means అదే మనం ఇక్కడ సేల్స్ చేసాం ద సేల్ అమౌంట్ దట్ హౌ క్విక్లీ వీఆర్ ఏబుల్ టు కలెక్ట్ ద డెట్స్. సో ఫార్ములా ఇస్ డెటార్ టర్న్ ఓవర్ రేషియో ఇస్ కాల్డ్ క్రెడిట్ సేల్స్ బై యావరేజ్ డెటార్స్. Average debtors formula is opening debtors plus closing debtors by 2 and debt collection period is 365 days by debtors turnover ratio. So we will discuss one problem related to debtor turnover ratio. So this is your problem. A firm's sales during the year was rupees 4 lakhs, of which 60% were on credit basis. The balance of debtors at the beginning and at the end of the year was 25,000 and 15,000 respectively. Calculate debtors turnover ratio of the firm. Also find out debt collection period. So debtor turnover ratio. So formula is they're asking us to calculate debtor turnover ratio and also debt collection period. Means how much of debtors that we are having and how quickly we are able to collect that amount. So debtor turnover ratio is called credit sales by average debtor. Credit sales information they have given. Now you see here first line on second line. Firm sales during the year was rupees 4 lakhs. So total in an year how much of worth of goods we have sold is 4 lakhs worth of goods. Of which 60% was on credit. So we have sold 4 lakhs worth of goods but on that 60% on credit basis. Means అంటే మీ 60% క్రెడిట్ బేస్ మీద అంటే 4 lakhs నేను అమ్మినా 60% నాకు క్రెడిట్ బేస్ మీద అమ్మాను అంటే నేను గూడ్స్ అమ్మాను కానీ ఇంకా డబ్బులు రాలేదు అని అర్థం credit basis ante. So credit sales is nothing but 60% of 4 lakhs. Overall when you calculate 4 lakhs into 60 by 100 we will get 2,40,000. Average debtors is opening balance plus closing balance by 2. It becomes opening balance they have given 25,000, closing balance is 15,000. So by 2 that becomes 40,000 by 2. Overall is 20,000. So now for formula of credit sales by average debtor we had credit sales and we have average debtors also. We can directly substitute in a formula. So we got the answer is 12 times. So how much of is 12 times of our debtor turnover ratio. Next is according to the question they have asked us to calculate even debt collection period. So debt collection period is equal to 365 days by debtor turnover ratio. The formula is 365 by 12. That is debtor turnover ratio. That is 30.41 days. Mean averagely the firm is collecting around 31 days to collect. అంటే మనం అమ్మిన గూడ్స్ క్రెడిట్ బేస్ మీద we are taking 31 days for collection of that particular amount. This is all about your data. Now we discuss about creditor turnover ratio. ఓకే సో దిస్ ఈజ్ యువర్ క్రెడిటార్ టర్న్. సో క్రెడిటార్ టర్నోవర్ రేషియో అంటే ఇక్కడ క్రెడిటార్ అంటే ఏమంటే క్రెడిట్ పర్చేజెస్ అని అంటాం. ఏమంటాం క్రెడిట్ పర్చేజ్ అంటే మనం కొన్నాం ఇక్కడ ఏం చేస్తాము అంటే వీ హ్యావ్ పర్చేస్ అ గూడ్స్ ఆన్ ద బేసిస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ క్రెడిట్ బేస్. వీ హ్యావ్ పర్చేస్ అ గూడ్స్ ఆన్ క్రెడిట్ బేసిస్ మీన్స్ వీ హ్యావ్ పర్చేస్ గూడ్స్ బట్ ఐ హ్యావ్ నాట్ పెయిడ్ మనీ దెన్ ఐ విల్ బికమ్ ఏ క్రెడిటార్. So it shows how promptly the firm is in a position to pay its creditors. Means with how much of time are we taking to pay the amount to our purchasers. That is called as creditor turnover ratio. Formula is creditor turnover ratio is called credit purchases by average creditor. Average creditor is opening plus closing of creditor by 2 or you can write opening creditor plus closing creditor by 2 also. Next credit collection period is 365 days by creditor turnover ratio. So this is all about your creditor turnover ratio. In next video we'll discuss about capital structure. Thank you.